After I completed that first lesson, it kind of just kicked me out. So now we just go back in. Okay, so each time it'll kick you out until you keep going back in to continue the lessons, which is interesting. Well, that's interesting, like the hand is transparent, disappears. That's crazy. You're also missing some pixels on the fingers there. That's like a bug or something. Now that we know how to hold the pen, we can focus on drawing smooth, confident lines. A common beginner mistake is to use scratchy lines, like chicken scratching basically. To try and avoid this, to draw smooth lines, use your whole arm, keeping your wrist locked, and avoid resting it on the drawing surface, as this restricts your movement. You can draw from either the shoulder or the elbow. When drawing from the elbow, you can rest it lightly on the tablet for extra stability. Don't go too slow, as this can create a wobbly line. Draw with a bit of speed to keep the line smooth and confident, very much like doing this. And you use your whole arm sometimes, or your wrist if you're doing small stuff. 2 straight lines, one going from the hand to the other, so his hand to the other, another line going from the hand to the pen. Oh, okay, so you want to just do like this, probably start at his hand, like here, and then here or something, right? Maybe we'll make that like a little bit thicker so it looks like it's kind of attached. It's being held on by some thread. Or, it's just drawn over the character. That's when stuff kind of bugs out. Editing Alex here. At this point, I'm just going to speed through the beginner course part. In summary, it didn't provide me with much real takeaway value, other than helping me get familiar with the tools. And you can tell in the recording, I'm losing my attention and focus. So, continue. Well done. Awesome. 60 experience. Next. Okay, the next shape we'll draw are squares and rectangles compared to triangles. These have 4 straight lines. A square has... Okay, I know what a square is. I don't need to relearn a square. Maybe I'll just cut here and just like time-lapse through all these beginner kind of courses until we get to something that's more interesting and something I have more value in learning. Like I get to like beginners and stuff. Like these boxes are very, very important. Just for me, they're not, because I just have experience, know all of this stuff. But yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna roll with here. So we'll be back with the time lapse, and then I'll probably narrate on top of that more thoughts as I go through. So see you guys in a little bit there. Moving forward, I've got to be more critical about my time. I think for this series, I'd rather spend more time on diving deep into the lessons that bring me value at the art level I am at, than slogging through some of the beginner lessons in a real-time approach. This is still very much experimental for me, so my method is definitely subject to change. As we get to more advanced lessons, I'll swap over to Photoshop to complete them for their community feedback and critique, and test out more of those features of getting, I guess, not one-on-one feedback from ArtWod, but maybe a written or paint-over review. I still gotta check out those features and how they work exactly. At this point, I'm a little worried ArtWod might be a little too beginner-focused for me, but I can't tell for certain at this time. I'm still on the first beginner course, but we'll see if it starts picking up as I go through more of their courses and get into the advanced section, rather than more of the beginner roadmaps. Anywho, I'm going to get this video wrapped up so I can get into a more meaty topic of Intro to Form. This should have more value, seeing how much Antonio refers to it in his videos. He likes to link to it a lot, as he explains all the different kind of topics in the content that he creates. So with that, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next video. Click right here in the middle of the screen to continue watching, and I'll see you then.